pineapples.
This is a problem. You may ask, how is a pineapple a problem? Inherently, it's not. But the food waste going to landfills is. There are three issues with organic material in landfills I'll discuss: methane gas, produced by anaerobic decomposition, loss of organic matter to landfills, and water consumption and pollution. The average US person produces a pound of food waste every day. This food waste goes to the landfill, where it's then covered by other trash, creating an anaerobic environment. Organic material then breaks down and releases methane gas and ammonia. Methane gas escapes through leaks or when trash is moved and reaches the atmosphere, where it traps heat in the form of radiation. Over the past 20 years, methane gas has had upwards of 80 times the impact of carbon dioxide. When it rains, leachate from landfills leaks ammonia into groundwater and waterways, affecting wildlife, plants, and requiring treatment before human use. Generational soil depletion has also occurred as organic material is not returned to the produce cycle, leading to topsoil nutrient deficiencies and loss of mass. Now let's discuss the ethical framework of this problem. We already discussed well-researched reasons to keep food out of landfills, so I consider this issue within a scientific framework. The reality of this research is semantically backed by food existing. If you leave an apple on a counter and an apple in a jar for a year each, the apple on the counter will bruise, shrivel, mold a bit, and attract insects. The apple in the jar will fog, mold heavily, build pressure, and liquefy. Fundamentally, we see the difference. This argument is in consideration of ecocentric and anthropogenic moral consideration, as the effects of organic waste and landfills affects integral parts of ecosystems and places stress on human systems, especially during COVID, when single-use plastics from medical supplies has increased. Essential workers are put at risk and access to trash is limited. The effects of millions of tons of food waste reaching landfills every year in the US alone will not leave easily. To guide our action, we can consider the principle of sustainability by developing and living in a way that doesn't compromise the ability of future generations to live in the same way. The sustainability principle considers the sustainment of the environment and resources, not the sustainment of daily practices and societal norms, allowing us to address justice, equity, and corrective measures for the environment. So what should we do? Stop putting food in the trash. And composting is the perfect solution. Here's how I did it. To keep away pests, I wanted a closed bin compost system and decided to start at Walmart to look for a trash can. There was a large selection, but I chose a 32-gallon bin with wheels, as it'll be easy to move whenever it's heavy. I also got a 4-inch perforated pipe from Lowe's, and I started drilling a bunch of holes into the bin. I used a 3/8 bit, but it doesn't really matter as long as you don't go higher than half an inch, because mice can get in. After that, I had to cut the perforated pipe because Lowe's only had 10 feet as an option, so I cut it to the height of the bin. This pipe is completely optional, but helps aerate the center of the bin. I weighed the bin before and after putting compost in. Before it was 8.9 pounds, and after it was 23.6 pounds, so I composted about 14.7 pounds over 8 days. This was not all the food waste that we had produced, as my family still habitually threw food away into the trash, but I intend to install a countertop compost pail to amend this. The total cost of the experiment was just under $30 and can be significantly lower depending on the bin selected. The cheapest one at Walmart was $15 and it was 25 gallons. These are my references, and thank you for watching.